Right, today's problem, we have Madam's MacBook Pro, despite me being a Windows machine, I was going to say expert, that's not the right word. I've been building Windows machines for about 30 years and sorting problems out and all sorts. She decided she'd have to go the Apple route. So this MacBook Pro was bought new, stupid amounts of money, but it was something she really wanted to go with the iPhone and everything else she's got, and it's been working perfectly every day for, I mean, it must be 5 or 6 years easy. Today she's opened it up, powered it on, and the screen has remained completely black. Now there are a number of options to get it out of whatever problem it's got stuck in. My issue is I think the screen has either failed, whatever ribbon connection connects it to the main board has failed. There is nothing, you can't use the usual shine a light through it and see anything, but you can get responses from this. So safe mode apparently is shift, hold down the shift key and hold down the on button. I've tried that. Another option is the command option and P and R keys all held together, and that will, it seems like if you activate voice mode you can hear it asking to reset the password, etc. And then another method apparently to get it out of problems is shift control option and the power key, all for 10 or 15 seconds. None of those have, we've not seen any flicker of anything on the screen, so I'm pretty certain there is an issue with the screen. If we press and hold the power button, we can get the little escape key to light up. Is it going to do anything? We get a little tone played in the background, and then there we go, you can see the escape keys lit. Now if you could give it a few seconds and enter this voice control mode, which I didn't know anything about, it was just pure luck that I pressed the button here 3 times. If you have a listen.
Voiceover on recovery assistant, to recovery assistant window, reset password, has keyboard focus. You are currently on a text element.
So that is some sort of voice mode, and you can turn it off by pressing it 3 times again.
Voiceover off. Voiceover, reset password, has keyboard focus. You are currently on a text element.
So it's clearly working, but I can't see not even a flicker on the screen. So having tried the 3 options that I can find online, I think we're going to have to open this up. There was another suggestion that disconnecting the battery will get it out of another mode, but I really don't think that's going to help in this case. I suspect we've got a faulty screen and or ribbon cable, however it's connected. So next stage is take it apart, and we'll be back in a minute. Okay, so underneath this we've got 2 screws at the back. They are long ones. According to my kit of bits, it's a 1.2 star bit required, and assuming this will just prise out. Might be plastic spudger time. Now, I'm wondering if there's a screw underneath these feet. isn't. A lot of dust in there. God, that doesn't want to come off. Oh, Jesus. I have to get into these bloody things. What am I missing here? Does it have to be open? Is there some... No. Glued in place. I have to look this up. I am struggling to get the screen end to even move. Strange, yeah. Back in a minute, gonna have to look that up, I think, see if there's any tips on getting that off. Well, somewhat embarrassingly, the cover actually just pulls forward. All you need to do, you don't need to lift it up more than enough to just lift it up so you can grab it and you just pull it out. It couldn't be any easier. God, we've got a pretty blocked up fan, that's for sure. I have to get the old vacuum cleaner out on this, and maybe it's still free to run. Now, the first thing that they said to try, again I don't think this is going to make any difference, is to disconnect the batteries, which is these two things here. We've got two batteries, one connection which is held, again looks like, oh, we've got twin fans and both absolutely blocked. I don't know whether you can see that. You see the grey, that's just thick dust in there from 6 years of use in a room with dogs and cats and us. Okay, right, so let's see if that happens to be the same size. Actually it's not, I can already see it isn't. Oh, I don't know, I'm actually looking at the wrong thing. Let's have a look. No, of course it's not. Yeah, it's that one. That particular one, they call it a number 3 star with how many points? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 point star. Almost need the bloody microscope for this. So many little screws. I'll take that cover off because that's all it is. Now that looks like it should just lift off. There we go. So that is that now disconnected. Speakers here either side. I think we'll just reconnect that and just see if it's made any difference. I'm pretty certain it won't have done. Fans are running, but we have absolutely nothing on the screen. Yeah, if anything, it's probably stuck at the password section now. Debbie's got fingerprint password set up on this. There's absolutely no signs of any action there. And that's powered off. Fans are dead. Fans back on. There's no bleeping, nothing is there. Absolutely nothing at all. So, back in a minute. Right, so I've pretty much given up with this. I've tried to link up an external display just with one of these adapters. I've plugged that in the side of the MacBook Pro. I've gone out with the HDMI port into two different monitors. Absolutely nothing is coming out. I don't even know whether this particular thing can do that. I can certainly do it on all my Windows laptops with no issues. I don't know whether an Apple MacBook Pro can do that. I've checked various cables, connections. There appears to be no damage. Absolutely no display here. This is lit up at the moment. If I plug the power in, you can hear it, recognise it. So it's clearly all working, but we've just got nothing. So I was going to, hopefully get an external monitor and run it from that, but nothing. I've tried all the different resets. Now I've got nothing. I mean, before we could press the button 3 times and get a voice command, but I'm guessing it's not even getting, into the main operating system. It's just stuck. Perhaps at login. I might even get Debbie to try her fingerprint on there, see if it recognises it and goes into it, but I don't think it's getting that far. I don't know what having reset everything following various instructions on the internet. Yeah, I don't know where we are. The shift lock button works. You won't be able to see it probably, but it's got a light and it actually lights up. It's super annoying. Yeah, I don't know where to go now. It's reassembled. I'm going to take it in, plug it in, see if it will fire up any further with Debbie's fingerprint. If anyone's got any ideas about connecting up with one of these adapters with the HDMI out on an Apple MacBook Pro, let me know. I don't know whether it works or not. A bit more research to do. And failing, any kind of repair, how the hell do you get the information off of it? Because I couldn't even see the memory module that it must be using. There must be I don't think there's a solid state drive in there. If it is, it's hidden from my view. It's probably some sort of plug-in memory module. A bit more research to do. Any thoughts, anyone? Yeah, please let me know, because this is a little out of my comfort zone. Windows, laptops, yeah, no problem at all, but yeah, not Apple stuff. Okay, we are back again with this MacBook Pro. Now, I don't know how it happened, but I'm going to have to look at the other videos I've made, before making this one video of all of the bits. But that was over there, and when I soldered it back on, I actually soldered those two connections where the tip of my nail is. Actually, it's 4 connections if you look really, really closely. So I've probably buggered this up myself now, but after doing some more research, it turns out that this backlight, there's a backlight connector here and one here, and the ribbon cables were made too short. And if you look at the other screen connector next to it, see if we can zoom in there and focus, that is much longer, and when the screen's opened this ribbon cable is really stretched too much, and it's actually cracked. Apparently it's mostly the one on the right that fails, but there is a split across the ribbon cable. So choices are replace the screen, which apparently is an absolute bloody nightmare, and looking at new screens are about 500 quid, so we're not going down that route. And then I came across a video where they cut off the end of this connection, the foil, and they've got a new foil, one that would be soldered to the screen if you could get it apart, and by cutting the old one off and cutting the new one to the correct size, they then scrape off the coating and solder wires, very thin wires across, and then with some conformal UV reactive coating, they build up a few layers to strengthen it, both sides, plug it back in, and away we go. As I say, somehow that has been buggered up, quite possibly by me. I can't see how else it would have been knocked off, but I don't see how I knocked it off. Nothing went on to knock that sideways, so I don't know what the hell happened. Anyway, Madam is going back to a new cheap Windows laptop that will be here tomorrow, and I'm going to see, I've got 2 ribbon cables, a pair of ribbon cables coming, and I'll try that splicing method I think first. And I mean, at the end of the day I could take the screen apart and risk damaging it, because it doesn't really matter anymore. The damage is done elsewhere, I suspect. But yeah, so, and apparently Apple were repairing these free of charge if you forced the issue with them. Apparently they were repairing automatically an earlier model or a different model number, but they also know that it's an issue on this A1707 and some other models, and if you're happy to keep being transferred around Apple, then you will eventually get them to repair it. But you can clearly see the splitting and cracking in that, so that's the root cause of the problem. But it's taken 8 years for it to go. Anyway, there we go. If there's any updates, I'll let you know, but that is the cause of the problems, which I have probably made a whole lot worse.